going to label as the alkali metals. Okay, so that far left vertical column, we are going to label that as the alkali metals. That's A-L-K, A-L-I, metals, M-E-T-A-L-S. Now, I do understand that with all the grids and everything, it gets a little bit hairy on the screen to see everything. I do also have a word bank up on the whiteboard so that you can see that and follow that along as well.
And if you have to go to your straight line today, that won't be a really good idea.
And again, whatever color you choose is fine, however you want to fill in this information is fine, okay? The colors will help keep everything separated and easier to keep track of. Alright, but that first far left vertical column, we are going to label as the alkali metal.
Are we gonna do any writing in there, or can I shade it in?
You can shade it in.
We're gonna try to go right down the list here.
Yeah, you can write and shade it in, absolutely, yep. So it does not matter how you get this information as long as you have things labeled and where you can see and understand them. Alright, now our second vertical column, my writing for right now is going to go over that space just because I'm gonna try and write big enough that everybody can see. I will wind up erasing what goes outside of it later, because we're gonna put some other stuff over the top, alright? But the second vertical column, we are going to label as the alkaline earth metals. Okay, alkaline earth metals. A-L-K, A-L-I-N-E, alkaline earth metals. And also just a reminder, I do have a word bank up on that whiteboard. Okay, so if you need to double check that spelling, anything like that, that's on there. Okay, so the second vertical column is the alkaline earth metals. Also, if I wind up getting a little bit ahead of you, no worries, what we have up on the screen will stay up there the entire hour. And after we get to the point of being done with filling out what we need to be, we'll have some work times. If you need to go back and color or shade or things like that, you'll have some time for that, okay? But your next section is that middle area that is not the same height as everything else. The area that's a little bit shorter than everything else in that very middle.
And he's doing his in yellow, right?
Yep, mine's in yellow. I'm also going to write my name for this one above. Normally I would write all my stuff inside of it, but the yellow is a little bit hard to see with all the black in there. So I'm just going to write it above, but this middle section is called the transition metals. Alright, so that middle area, those 10 vertical columns that are a different height than everything else on the periodic table, those are called the transition metals.
It doesn't have to. You can create yourself a little code down here, and we're gonna do that later.
then the next section that we're going to label is the first vertical column to the right of those transition metals, the first one that kinda gets taller there. That first one is going to be labeled as the boron family. Okay, so boron is B-O-R-O-N, and family is F-A-M-I-L-Y. So boron family. Okay, the next vertical family there, right after the boron family, we are going to label as the carbon family. Carbon is C-A-R-B-O-N, family, F-A-M-I-L-Y. So the next vertical column is the carbon family. Okay, the next vertical column after the carbon family is the nitrogen family. Nitrogen is N-I-T-R-O-G-E-N. Nitrogen family. N-I-T-R-O-G-E-N. The next vertical column is the oxygen family. Oxygen is O-X-Y-G-E-N. So next vertical one, that should be the third from the far right. That vertical column, that is the oxygen family, O-X-Y.